Good afternoon. I'm pleased to represent Syncrude today as we honor environmental achievement by community groups and not-for-profit associations in the large organization category. Groups like these play an important role in fostering a healthy environment and strong communities. Working within their spheres of influence, they engage people in creating awareness of environmental issues and opportunities, and in taking positive action. Syncrude is proud to partner with many of them in our hometown of Fort McMurray, and we are pleased to work with the Emerald Foundation in engaging people at the community level through our sponsorship of Emerald Day events hosted in Alberta communities each year. This award recognizes environmental initiatives led by volunteers, community groups, not-for-profit associations, or professional associations that demonstrate commitment to the environment and have produced measurable and sustained positive change. Let's watch the video and learn what they've accomplished.
The Alberta Conservation Association is a not-for-profit conservation group. We're a delegated administrative organization of the Alberta government, and we've been doing conservation work across the province since 1997. Our programs range from fish, wildlife, habitat, and education. So we do conservation activities across the province. From a habitat point of view, we have secured over 30,000 acres of land. So that basically means that that land has been purchased by ourselves, or in many cases in partnership with other conservation groups, and that land has now been set aside in perpetuity to be protected for conservation. And 20 years from now, it'll be that much more important. In addition, we work with a lot of private landowners. We work on over 300,000 acres of land where private individuals have decided they want to change practices to conserve species on their land and ensure that it is that much better for conservation going forward. So I think it's a really big accomplishment for ourselves and our partners. The work we do, the conservation activities we undertake, is vitally important. Ensuring we have conservation occurring now, we'll make sure we do have species and water bodies available for us in the future. We're extremely proud of the nomination of the Emerald Award. I think it says a lot of the work that ACA has done over the last 20 years. We've got 80 plus staff that are involved on a daily basis. They put their heart and soul into it. So to get a nomination like this, really, it gives them the feeling that what they're doing is something that's being recognized, and they feel that much better about the work they do on a daily basis.
Green Calgary has been around since 1978, so we're almost 40 years old. Green Calgary has a number of programs to meet the community's needs. Our Green Workplace Division meets with local businesses to help them meet their green goals, not only to be bylaw compliant, but also to be better stewards of the earth. Our Green Kids and Generation Green programs work with schools and local community groups to help younger Calgarians have their best start with their environmental education. And our Green Homes and Communities program meets with people right in their homes and in the community from all ages to help them meet their individual green goals.
So we have another program called Worms Love Leftovers. You know, it's the best day of the school year almost when someone comes into the classroom with real live worms that the kids can play with. We talk about composting, we talk about nutrient cycling, and then we bring the red wiggler worms into the classroom.
Green Calgary has had some incredible impacts, but really our biggest impact has been through our rain barrel program and promoting the use of rain barrels around the city. Estimates right now, we're working with our rain barrel provider to confirm all of the numbers, but we have saved over 1 billion liters of water. The future for Green Calgary is very bright. We're adapting to the changing needs of Calgary, and we're working with new partners and new funders and new community members to expand our programs to continue meeting the needs of our city as it grows. We're very honored to be nominated for an Emerald Award and so pleased to be able to share our story.
The Cerebral Palsy Association Alberta serves over 1,700 individuals with disabilities here in Alberta with a variety of recreational and support service programs. For the programs and services that we offer, we don't receive any government funding, so we rely heavily on funders and donors in the community, but most importantly from our social enterprise program, which is our clothing donation and bottle pickup program. Our clothing donation program is a partnership that we have with Value Village. So we collect used clothing and household goods. We collect them in a variety of ways through our clothing bins, through our attended donation stations, and through residential household pickups. And these, the funds that were generated from those donations supported over 40% of the funds needed for our programs. Last year, we were able to keep 4.6 million pounds of textiles and clothing out of the landfills. So that's the equivalent of 383 African elephants. So that's quite a substantial number. And in terms of our bottle recycling, the bottles that we collected, approximately 250,000, that's the equivalent of greenhouse gas emissions of 30 cars. Our goal is to really always have a very successful social enterprise, in particular clothing and bottles. Obviously, we would like to have more and more locations out in the community, and also to grow recycling type enterprises. We're actually looking at the whole recycling model in terms of what other types of products that we are picking up that may be ending up in the landfill. Can we actually turn that into another recycling opportunity for us? So on behalf of the Cerebral Palsy Association Alberta and the great team I have here, I'd really like to thank the Alberta Emerald Foundation for this award. It's great to be recognized for the wonderful work that we're doing out in the community, and I want to thank everybody who's helped us achieve this wonderful award.
Accepting on behalf of Cerebral Palsy Association in Alberta is Janice Bushfield.